Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I wanted to kind of take a backseat on all of the, new shit that's going on in Mortal Kombat in honor of the new Chaos Reign Mortal Kombat 1 releasing and all of the new characters and new fighters coming out in Mortal Kombat 1. I thought, why not take a little backseat and revisit all of the old shit in Mortal Kombat and just kind of talk about all of the old games and all different types of old movies and TV shows, and think of this as kind of a retrospect of all of the old Mortal Kombat games, TV shows, movies, and all of the old bits of media of Mortal Kombat, and see what holds up and what does not. Now, before we get into it, this is going to be a long video, so before I talk about anything, be sure to get a snack, get comfortable, because this is going to be a long ass video, and be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel because I upload daily. So if you like videos like mine, if you like videos like this, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe and get a snack and get comfortable because this is going to be a long ass video. And with all that jazz out of the way, let's just get started. Now, in order to start, we have to start with the first Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 1992. Now, so guys, we're going to be going back and revisiting a bunch of these old Mortal Kombat games, starting with Mortal Kombat 1992. Now, if you haven't seen my video on me ranking all the Mortal Kombat games on the tier list, then go check that out because I ranked all these Mortal Kombat games, and if you want to hear my honest thoughts about these games, then go check out that video. But I'm going to be starting with Mortal Kombat 1992. I think this is the best game to start. And, yeah. Now, Mortal Kombat 1992 is a game that's universally is iconic in its own way. I think for the time, this game did bring a lot to the table in terms of fighting games. It brought blood, it brought gore, and I mean, this game basically invented the ESRB. And this game's iconic. It's very iconic, and it's one of my favorite games. Now, I think all things considered, this game is pretty decent for the most part. Gameplay's not great, but I think it does hold up pretty decently well. I think this game feels pretty fair for the most part. Yeah, the AI can get a little challenging, and the AI can get kind of smart and react to some of your moves. Like, the AI can get pretty smart after a while and react to some of your moves. But for the most part, the AI is pretty decently challenging. It's not overly and damn near impossible to beat. But at the AI can pose a pretty big threat for the most part. So this game does feel fair to play. And I've never felt like I was like gonna fucking just never get through this tower. Like, I felt like I had a decent idea of the characters and why this game had some decent challenge. It still felt fair, except for Goro. But honestly, for the most part, I think Mortal Kombat 1992 is a pretty decent game. It's got a damn near flawless roster, full of very iconic characters. The finishing moves are iconic as hell. You have the boss fights. You have Goro, Shang Tsung. This game is very iconic. It feels fair for the most part, except for fucking Goro. I mean, Goro's just fucking nightmare, but besides Goro, this game feels pretty fair for the most part. Damn near flawless roster with a bunch of iconic characters, iconic bosses, finishing moves that still hold up to this day. Mortal Kombat 1992 is honestly a great fucking game, and I mean, if I had to rate it, I'd rate it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a great ass game, one of my favorite games, and I absolutely love it. So that's Mortal Kombat 1992 out of the way. Let's move on to its sequel. Now we have entered the realm of fucking mediocrity. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Mortal Kombat 2 is a game that I universally don't love, and for reasons. For one, the AI sucks ass. There's shit ton of articles and videos online of basically going over and explaining why the AI in Mortal Kombat 2 sucks. and it sucks. It's absolutely horrendous. It's horrible. It's awful. And and I'm gonna even go far to say I don't really like the fatalities either. I mean, the fatalities are good. I know a lot of people are gonna give me shit for that, but to be honest, they're kind of plain. I kind of prefer the ones in UMK3, and I know that's a big fucking statement, but at least like the ones in Mortal Kombat 2 are just kind of boring. Like, at least the ones in Mortal Kombat UMK3, why stupid, like, for really fucking stupid, at least they're memorable. Mortal Kombat 2, why it has some really cool fatalities, it also has a lot of duds. And don't get me started on the Kintaro and the fucking bosses. This game already has shitty ass AI, bosses that you can't even land a hit on, hit or miss fatalities. The only positive thing I can say about it is the game generally looks really good. It's a big step up in quality and graphics from the first one, and gameplay, and all things considered, gameplay is much better from the first one. Gameplay, like, you really feel like you're getting a hang of the moves, and like the attacks feel stronger, more impactful. The hits feel like they do more damage. And just all things considered, gameplay is much better, graphics look better, but that's about it. Overall, this game is just a hot-ass mess with a bunch of problems, an AI that's fucking damn near impossible to fucking beat or land an attack on, fatalities that are hit or miss, and honestly, just one thing going for it, that being the gameplay, and you can't even see the amazing gameplay in its glory without the AI fucking reading all of your fucking inputs. It's just a hot mess. And personally, it is not my favorite Mortal Kombat game, but I'll give it a pass because it is 93, and I'm guessing games were harder back then. I don't really know. Game's not my favorite, but it's not terrible. It could have been better, but it's not awful. I'll give it about a 7 out of 10. I'm only giving it a 7 mainly because of gameplay and graphics. Like, the gameplay really is awesome. Like, the gameplay is great, but it's not my favorite game. I'll give it about a 7 out of 10. And now on to probably one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Now, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a game that I universally love. This game it's just great in every single way. Like, don't get me wrong, the fatalities do kind of suck ass, but at least they're very memorable. And while there might be some really goofy ass and silly fatalities, they're memorable, and they're not as much more of duds like Mortal Kombat 2. I universally kind of like the fatalities more in UMK3. I think gameplay is much better. Like, the gameplay in UMK3 is absolutely amazing. I think the bosses are a little bit better, a little bit more better this time around. The character roster is full of so many iconic characters and very cool new additions. And I just fucking love this game. This game is great. If I had to rate it, I give it like a 9 out of 10. It's a great game. And, you know, for a video that I'm doing a retrospect on, I think UMK3 is a really good revisit because there's a lot of things to love about this game. A lot of things to love about this game, and it's personally one of my favorites in the series. And now we have arrived to complete another garbage. Mortal Kombat 4, ugh, yikes. So, Mortal Kombat 4 is a game that, it exists, and oh, rough. This game is really bad. Now, again, for a retrospect, this game is not that fun to revisit. I've played it a few times. It's very jank. It's very clunky. Half of the time, the inputs don't even like really feel like they land for the most part. And characters feel stiff. Gameplay feels very stiff. Characters look stiff. This game just looks like a big hot plate of gravy with turds on it. Like, this game looks like it was put through a microwave, had lemon juice poured on it, and had some mashed potatoes and gravy put on it, and a little bit of a pile of shit put on it, and you get Mortal Kombat 4. I know that was a whole bunch of random things I said, but this game really does not look good. It looks horrible on the PlayStation 1. This game looks even worse on the SNES and Nintendo 64. The The only system it actually looks decent on is the PlayStation 1, but the Mortal Kombat Gold version. Mortal Kombat Gold version fixes a lot of graphic issues and a lot of gameplay issues and adds extra additional characters, but it doesn't make the game better. Not by a long shot. The game still sucks. I think the roster is full of much more bigger duds this time around. The fatalities suck ass. I think they're worse than Mortal Kombat 2. At least Mortal Kombat 2 was, why they had some duds. At least they had some charm and a little bit more memorable. Mortal Kombat 4 just does all the remakes, but in a shittier way. Mortal Kombat 4 looks terrible. It is terrible. The gameplay is stiff. The characters look jank and they look stiff. Most of the endings are not even canon and don't even matter for the most part. And this game just looks awful on most of the systems besides the PlayStation 1, but the gold version. This game's horrible. It's a horrible disappointment of a game, and it's by far one of the worst games in Mortal Kombat. And to end this video, this Mortal Kombat retrospect, I can't end this retrospect without not talking about Mortal Kombat 1995, the movie. This movie is just, it's chock full of fun. It's very, very fun. While it is very cheesy and corny, it's a very, very fun time. It's very entertaining, and it's got a lot of really memorable and awesome fight scenes. For starters, I love the different costumes for the characters, especially the ninjas. I think the cinematography and the martial arts, the actual like martial arts and fights are really, really cool. And while the CGI may not look the best, I'll give it a pass because it is 95, and you know, CGI was a big thing in the 90s, so it's not going to look great, but it doesn't look awful either. I've seen worse. It's better than the shit in Annihilation, that's for damn sure. But overall, I think this movie is absolutely amazing. It's chock full of so much fun. It's got pretty decent looking cinematography, some great moves and martial arts. It's got some damn good looking costumes with some pretty decent acting for the most part. I think this movie's great. It's chock full of fun. It's one of my favorite video game movies, and it's by far a great way to end this retrospect. And that, guys, is my first part to this series. That's the first retrospect to Mortal Kombat. If y'all enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if y'all want a part 2 to this retrospect series of Mortal Kombat, then be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.